Hello Leos, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Leos this week? Okay, you already had the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So I'll talk you through these cards and then I will clarify them to see why they've come out for you. Firstly, Four of Swords is a very beautiful card of healing. Sometimes it's kind of like the energy of hibernating in a way as well, and being a little bit like reclusive in order to focus on your healing. It feels mental because it's swords with that Four of Swords. But it can be overall healing. I'll clarify and see what it is for you. Then you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is very intuitive, very psychic, very much an energy of observing but not really saying much about what you know. So you could be, some of you, I don't know why I'm getting like, some of you are investigating or you're keeping your ears open about something but you're not sharing what you found out. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the energy of slow and steady wins the race. So if you have a goal in mind this week, if you have something you're focusing on getting to, take it easy, no rush, you're going to get there. You are going to get there, don't even worry. But it's like take everything one step at a time, don't overwhelm yourself, don't rush, don't race. You're going to get to where you're going even if you go real slow, especially if you go real slow. And then you have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is my card of don't judge a book by its cover, really, because a lot of people think this card is about stealing or thievery, if that's a word, but you don't know if those are his swords to begin with, right? You don't know what he's up to, so don't judge by its cover, whether that be others judging you, or I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling of don't judge a book by its cover, and I don't usually explain it that way, but it's the way that's coming through today. I feel as if it's more people judging you because you're not really quick to judge, so it might just be people looking at you and observing you in a certain light and you're like, huh, you don't know my story. What are you looking at? Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through, but I'm going to clarify. Why is the Four of Swords here for Leo? Three of Swords, there you go, you're healing some type of pain, some type of this could be anything under the sun, but it just feels as if you're recuperating. And with that there's some type of physical element, there's also a mental element, and they're both just as important obviously, but more than anything, it's, I don't know why I'm just getting time. Take your time, there's no rush, it's your healing, you can't rush it. Let your body do its thing, let your mind do its thing. Some of you, it's just, I just feel like you might be very action orientated and you're very much like, what can I do? How can I get the show on the road? How can I speed this up? What should I be eating? Or what should I be, how much should I be exercising? Or what should I do? What should I do? And a lot of it's just about time, which is really annoying to hear and you don't want to hear it, but it's, you're healing with time. You can't rush it. Clarify the High Priestess, but you are healing and that's all that matters. Clarify the High Priestess. Knight of Cups. There's also something about like romance and love for you this week, but you're not really speaking about it. So whatever's going on, you're not sharing it with your friends and family, you're like keeping it to yourself, which is quite nice because so no one else's business. But it just seems as if whatever's happening, maybe it's something that people would usually share online, like maybe it's like a special anniversary or there's something happening this week, but you're like, nope, keeping this to myself, to ourselves I should say, if this is you and a loved one, but whatever, there's just something about you keeping quiet, but there's like a romantic gesture involved. There's a romantic gesture involved, but you're like, yeah, usually I'd post this all over Instagram and Facebook, but this feels too special, or it feels like other people don't need to know about this and they're not going to appreciate it, and they're just going to degrade. Not degrade, but they're going to somehow, it's just like something special between you and someone else is somehow going to be interfered with energetically. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands. Okay. So, when I said slow and steady wins the race and you're going to get to where you're going, there's also something about faking it till you make it. So if there is a goal this week for you when it comes to work or school, wherever you're at, the most important piece of advice is obviously take your time. Slow and steady wins the race. But whilst you're taking your time, fake it till you make it. There's something about your confidence. Nobody's going to know the difference. Nobody's going to be able to tell the difference between fake confidence and sincere confidence, and along the way you're going to forget. The line will blur, and even you are going to mistake your own fake confidence for real confidence, and you're going to start to believe in yourself even more than you ever have. So it's okay to fake it till you make it. It's okay to pretend like you're sure of something, even if you're not, because I feel as if you will become very sure of it soon enough. Sure of yourself more than anything. Clarify the Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups. So to clarify the card of like judging a book by its cover, I feel like people might be judging you very quickly, is the Eight of Cups. And both of these cards, it looks like he's running off, and then in this one walking away and kind of distancing yourself from people and things that don't serve you and aren't for you. With the Seven of Swords, you might feel as if you walking away and you spending less time around people, places or things that aren't lighting a fire within you. You may feel as if people are judging you, or you may hear things being spoken about you. But if that's the case, that's kind of just clarifying for you those aren't your people, if that makes sense. I just feel like there might be a little bit of gossip about you moving on or moving away from a certain crowd or a certain place. Like, oh, does Leo think they're better than us? What is Leo doing? And it's like, no, of course you don't think that. But why are you guys, like, I don't know, it just feels as if, yeah, it's like, people are being very quick to judge you, and you're like, well, you just cemented in my mind the fact that you're not my people. Like, I don't know, it just feels like something that may start off as a hard decision to walk away, and like you may feel like the bad guy or the villain, right? That Eight of Cups, you may feel like, oh, I feel like the villain, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. It's going to very quickly become you going, well, actually, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that bad now because of that reaction. I hope that makes sense. I just feel as if there's some type of, not a crowd that's not for you, but there could just be acquaintance or colleagues that you thought you had to be around, that you're finding a way to separate or distance yourself from. And then after the fact you're hearing whispers or rumours and you're like, well, I'm glad I did that. Like, I don't know, it feels nice because it feels very much like you were questioning whether you made the right decision, and then the universe kind of showed you, oh yeah, like, you did the right thing, whatever that's about. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, or you know it will, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.